Hello and welcome back to Project Mastery Podcast. Today we are tackling two questions every PMP aspirant and every real-world project manager needs to answer. How can a project manager effectively reduce project cost? And what exactly does it mean when your CPI is 0.87? Let's jump into the first question. To decrease overall project cost, which cost should a project manager focus on? The answer is direct and variable cost. Let's break this down. As a project manager, if you want to reduce cost, you have to target the areas that actually move, costs that fluctuate with your project's activity level. That is where direct and variable costs come in. Direct cost includes items like labor, raw material, subcontractor payments, expenses tied directly to project deliverables. Variable costs change depending on how much work you do. For instance, electricity usage, transportation, or temporary manpower. Here's a simple rule. If you can control it, you can reduce it. Let's look into why the other options don't fit. The choice that we saw was fixed cost. This is definitely not the answer. Fixed costs are like rent or insurance. They only remain constant no matter how much you work. Indirect cost was another choice for this question, which is not the right answer. Indirect costs refers to overhead or admin salaries. They are harder for a project manager to control directly. If your project is running over budget, don't start by cutting office rent or software licenses. Start by optimizing your labor, optimizing the materials, optimizing the resource usage. Your direct and variable cost, that is where the real savings comes. We are moving on to the next question now. If CPI is 0.87, what does that indicate? There are four options given here. The right answer is 0.87 cents received for every $1 spent. CPI is calculated as EV divided by AC, which is nothing but earned value divided by actual cost. It tells you how efficiently your project is using its budget. If CPI is equal to 1, you are perfectly on budget. If CPI is greater than 1, you are under budget, which is great news. If CPI is less than 1, like the case 0.87, you are over budget. This means for every dollar you are spending, you are only getting 87 cents worth of actual work done. Think of it like shopping. You planned to buy 10 items for $100, but you ended up spending $115 to get just 8.7 items. You are overspending, and that is exactly what a CPI below 1 tells you. Other choices do not fit here. 87% of the rate planned, that is your scheduled performance, not CPI. 87% spent more than planned. CPI doesn't measure spending percentages, it measures efficiency. No cost overrun is another choice, which is also false. CPI less than 1 means a definite cost overrun. So if a CPI dips below 1, take it as a signal. Review your resource utilization, procurement strategy, and project execution efficiency immediately. There's a separate video where I have covered earned value management. Strongly recommend you all to look into the video to get more insights on EMV. Let's recap today's key insights. To reduce cost, you need to focus on direct and variable cost, the parts of the budget you can actually influence. The CPI of 0.87 means your project is spending more than it is earning in value. Time to tighten up cost control. That's all for today's episode of the Project Mastery Podcast, where we will turn PMP theory into practical wisdom. Until next time, remember, successful projects aren't just on schedule, they are on budget and under control. We have come to the end of the episode. Thank you for tuning in.